students, we'll go with the next concept in polar curves, that is slope of the tangent. To understand the slope of the tangent, I will draw a polar curve, that is r is equals to f of theta in a polar plane. Consider a point P on the curve, that is P of r comma theta. Let OX be the initial line. Okay, I will join O to P. This will become the radius vector. So this radius vector is denoted as r. I will draw a tangent at the point P which cuts the initial axis. Okay, at a certain point something, I'll take it as something L. So this line has been cut at the initial line. The tangent is cutting the initial line at the point L. Here it is suspending an angle of psi with the initial axis. The tangent is suspending an angle of psi. Here radius vector, angle between the radius vector and the tangent is phi. Already we have come across number of times. Okay. Theta is the angle between the radius vector and the initial axis. Now when we find for the slope of the tangent, okay, that time we are going to make use of a result which I have studied in the previous standards. Sum of the interior angles. Now these are going to be termed as the interior angles, and this is going to term as a exterior angle. Now we are having two interior angles, so the sum of the interior angles is always equivalent to the sum of the exterior angles. So here I will take psi is equals to theta plus phi. Taking tan on both sides, this becomes tan psi is equals to tan of theta plus phi. Hence tan psi will become, here I will apply tan of a plus b, that is tan a plus tan b upon 1 minus tan a into tan b. Therefore, slope of the tangent is given by tan psi, which is equivalent to tan theta plus tan phi upon 1 minus tan theta into tan phi. As you have already gone through, we know that slope of the tangent is always denoted as tan psi or tan theta. Here we are going to talk psi, okay, and that is dy by dx. So this is about the slope of the tangent. If we have asked to calculate for the slope of the tangent, you can use this whatever expression, substitute theta and phi, simplify it and take tan on both sides. We'll get the slope of the tangent. In certain cases, we are required with this expression, so you have to know this also. If the value is not been easily solved, that time we are using this formula. So this is about the slope of the tangent. The very next step is angle between the two curves. Now here I am going to consider two curves. R is equals to f of theta and r is equals to g of theta. Both are intersecting each other at the point P. Okay, both the curves are intersecting each other at the point P. I will draw a tangent at the point P, okay, for the curve r is equals to f of theta, and one more tangent I will draw for the curve r is equals to g of theta at the point P. So the first tangent drawn to the first curve suspends an angle of phi 1 with the radius vector r. Okay. The second tangent suspends an angle of phi 2 with the radius vector. Okay. Radius vector. Now here to start, I have taken let r is equals to f of theta and r is equals to g of theta be any two polar curves intersecting each other at a point. Let phi 1 and phi 2 be the angle between the common radius vector, okay, and the tangents drawn to the curves at the point of intersection. Then angle between the two curves is given by what? Mod of phi 1 minus phi 2. Angle between the two curves is always given by mod of phi 1 minus phi 2. So we are going to study with the two special cases here. If mod of phi 1 minus phi 2 comes equals to 0, means the angle with these two angles comes equals to 0 when I subtract. Then mod of phi 1 minus phi 2 is equals to 0 means phi 1 minus phi 2 is equals to 0. That is phi 1 is equals to phi 2. When this is possible? When these two curves overlap each other. Okay, they come over each other. That time this case arises. So in this case, the curves touch each other. If mod of phi 1 minus phi 2 comes pi by 2, then what? Then the curve intersect each other orthogonally. Okay, in that case, the curves are said to be what? Orthogonal curves. So when they intersect each other perpendicularly, that time we are going to say that the two curves are orthogonal to each other. When are you going to, now if they ask you in the problem, show that the two curves intersect each other orthogonally. That time you have to find phi 1 and phi 2. Okay. If the answer comes, the difference between these two comes 90 degrees, then we are going to say that the two curves touch orthogonally, intersect each other orthogonally. Now phi 1, phi 2. What do I mean by phi 1, phi 2? We were now only familiar with phi. Now here, since two curves are there, so I'll represent for one curve as phi 1 and second curve as phi 2. Separately solving, we'll get phi 1 and phi 2, then taking the differences and then solution. That will be the angle between the two curves. Okay. So the problems we'll see in the next video. Thank you.